We're
That was
live.
a juicy secret. Thanks
Yeah,
for telling
exactly.
me that. Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild,
And Harley Designs Wednesday takeover.
episode 57.
Yeah, it's 40 something, 40 and change.
40-ish, 40 change, 40 and change.
Yeah.
Hope everyone can hear us just fine. Why don't you let us know where you're watching from and how many inches of snow you have?
Yes, I would like to know the
You want
how
to know
many.
the metric
I want to know
conversion?
how many car garage do you have?
Okay, well, I'll start. I have a 0-car garage. I have no garage, no car hole allowed.
Tonight we will have John Schultz on later
Yeah.
to talk about the Sendero HD.
What a waste of time.
So we're gonna have Schultz on, and then I do need to touch base with Professor Moosejaw. I did tell him before.
Oh, it's Professor Moosejaw tonight.
It is. It's the last Wednesday of the month. Therefore, Professor Moosejaw has to come on and ask us 5 questions.
Yes.
So
Fantastic.
I told him last week, but I haven't talked to him today at all. So
I talked to him yesterday, but I am hoping he's prepared.
I think that he is. Now, he didn't have power all day. That could be one problem. So a lot of, I don't know if you're familiar.
Little bit of storm.
There was
action.
a storm in Northern California, which, like,
There was some wind.
I'm still a storm snob because I'm from the Midwest. I'm like, psh, this isn't a storm. Like,
I mean, there's not a lot of storms where I come from either, but my wife is from Alberta and they get some big ass storms out there. So
yeah, I mean, I'm from Nebraska originally, then moved to Missouri. It's like we have tornado warnings all the time, but like the tornado siren goes off, tornado warning, the first thing you do, go outside, see if you can see it. Like, yeah, usually you have to open the garage door because it's raining real hard, so you just open the garage door and you just kind of stand out there.
Right, you don't want to. Is it like the sort of storm where you have to make sure your windows are all taped? Is that the sort of the deal, or?
I'm not familiar with that.
I don't know if that's the thing or not. I made it up.
Oh, I was like, is this?
Better make sure you gotta make sure your windows are taped.
Yeah. So
you're out there with like the Scotch tape. You're just like,
my parents live down on the Gulf Coast now, so it's hurricane season time. They're boarding up stuff.
Yeah, they're putting boards on windows.
Exactly. But
think of all the holes you would have in your around your window.
Agreed. So but
that's $1 million invention right there, and I'm not
self-healing window trim.
No, not integrated boards.
You mean like storm shutters, like hurricane shutters?
Is that what those are?
Yeah, that's what they call those.
They're just decorative here. No, but like you like turn a crank, and it just goes zip.
Yeah, like the
Andy sees like, you mean shutters, idiot?
It's weird. How does nobody come up with things that just they're there and then they cover your windows?
Why? What's wrong with you people? The shutter people are like, what do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I mean. Shutters.
Thank you, official Black Turtle. I'm just here for Uncle Schultz. Yes, Uncle Schultz will be on that.
Pappy Schultz, as I like to call him. More of a grandpa than
I didn't necessarily tell Schultz this at the beginning, but Matt was a possible for today, not a definite.
That's right. I was a game time decision because work. Can't work just not be a thing?
Right.
I'm working on it. I'm heavily invested in GME.
Yes, GameStop. That's what I'm rooting for you there. I hope both your shares double overnight.
You know what, dude? I'm not gonna,
it could happen.
Here, I've already made some money.
Right.
But the gag, because you know that Wall Street Bets, the subreddit where all this nonsense started, they got sick and tired of all these hedge funds rich fat cat a-holes coming in and devaluing a company by shorting all the stock. And without getting into all the minutia and turning this into stock talk, it's like betting against the company to do well. They're saying the stocks are going to go down, and then they a bunch of money from that, which is awful. That's horrible. Can you imagine profiting from someone else's misfortune? It's terrible.
Right.
Anyway, it's not very capitalistic, if you ask me. So anyway, everybody in Wall Street Bets was like, that's it, putting all of our money into GameStop. And they've inflated the price of the stock. It was like $20 2 weeks ago.
Right.
It closed today at like $2 or $3.47.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was at 3 something early, but that's
closed at $3.47, and then they're hoping that it's going to get to 1,000. Which, if you're a GameStop executive, and you've got stock, you just became a billionaire.
There's some great memes out right now. Pretty awesome.
There are. Yeah, it's pretty great.
Also, Gene Master, thank you very much. Superior Motorsports. William popping in. RC Bros. OG.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Some OG action over there. That's original gangster.
Right. For those who are unaware of the...
For any of you Zoomers who don't know what that is.
Yes. Oh, man. What a week it's been already. When Matt called me before...
I can't believe it's Wednesday.
I know. When Matt called me before the stream, I had Moose Jaw's VW body here. And Nicole was in here at the time, and she set it over top of Suki for a second. And it was fun. And then she took it off and set it back down. And then Suki was just circling it, trying to figure out how to get back in. So Nicole set it back over her, and she just hung out inside of it for a good 4 or 5 minutes.
I started to do a story about it. And I'll post that later for everyone's enjoyment.
Good times.
So, do you like stuff?
Big fan. Huge fan, really.
Right. Okay, good.
Did you?
I don't have anything to show you.
Oh,
just asking if you like stuff.
Yeah.
I do like stuff. I bought some more filament in preparation for having my new printer arrive.
I'm super pumped for you to get that new Prusa.
Because when you have like a little bit of filament left on the roll, you're like, that's probably enough to finish that thing.
See,
and you print it, and then you don't have enough.
See, I usually err on the other side. Filament is so cheap, and those rolls just like seem like they keep going.
Until they get to the end.
I usually start getting down, and I'm just like, nope, I'm throwing it away. I'm just gonna put a new roll on. I can't risk it.
With this printer, because I don't care about it anymore.
Right.
I'm just being, and of course it knows that. Like any device, I find like something that's not working very well, and you're like, that's it, I'm getting rid of that thing, and then 2 minutes later, it's working fine again.
Perfectly, perfect operation.
Hey, I'm still good. Anyway, what I was printing here was a DeWalt gyro holder.
Look at that.
Richard found this for me on Thingiverse. He printed one for himself. It's got space for the other battery as well, which I don't have because I bought this before it came in a 2 battery pack, but I was going to put that
Mine came in a 2 battery pack. You just bought the wrong one.
I blame your Amazon link. Hey, Quacker Seat, thanks for the $5. Glad you made it, man. As silly as it sounds, again, it was really cool to hear you watch as much of everyone's YouTube videos as I can. Glad I made it. Glad you made it.
Yes, we're always glad. Everybody makes it.
It's glad we made it.
If they didn't, we wouldn't do this.
Like we made it.
Yes, Matt's audio is a little flaky. Sometimes it happens. It depends.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. The whole system's out of order.
Yeah. And then, of course, as soon as you say that now, it's perfect. But Matt bought the Prusa MK. Was it the Mark III?
i3 Mark III.
i3 Mark III. So
oh, man.
The gold standard.
It does everything by itself. I don't have to do anything.
I know. I'm on that train. As soon as you get it and talk highly of it, I will prepare myself because
start saving your pennies.
Yeah.
And get some patience because you'll need it.
Yeah, that's I'm fine with that.
3 to 4 week lead time, but not as bad as the Mini, which hasn't even officially been released yet.
Yeah, I don't.
That's 12-week lead time.
That's. I want the large one.
Yeah, you like them big.
Yeah, of course. So that's the. I'm looking forward to hear. I have no even thoughts that you're not going to love it, because
No,
everybody
it's
who
an
has them,
automatic love.
the people who have them, or the 3D printing channels who are huge, like that's what they use. That's the printer. I
Yeah.
just need you to do it, and then
When I watched a video of it printing and it had a microphone up against it, I was like, no, this can't be real. And it's just like it's printing away but not making any noise.
right. Okay, fine. So
excited. Ian Turbot says, do you guys not know how to splice on a new roll? No.
yeah, I mean, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it, but I'd rather just not worry about that. Like, I'm not gonna wait until, like, I have a filament sensor on mine; it'll stop it and all that. But I don't want it to stop. I just want it to go. And it's like a whole roll is like what, $20, and I've got 90.
Where are you buying your filament? $20.
What?
Are you buying like Buy and Save
No.
or like Nev R Break?
No, that's like Hatchbox, which I have great luck with.
Hatchbox isn't $20. Well,
it is.
Maybe in American dollars
Well, yeah.
it is.
You know, maybe you can trade some GME stock for it. But yeah,
I'll trade you an eighth of a share.
Yeah, it's $20 for a roll. I'm like, it's not worth. I hopefully am setting it up for an 8-hour print or whatever. I'd rather not waste 6 hours of a print by it. Like, stop. I just want it to go. Like, I'll throw away the $2 that's left of the filament, or $1 worth.
All right. You make a good point. It's not that cheap here. I'm just going to call somebody out here because their comment is hilarious.
Okay.
Brick Bros M41A said, "Why the pink hoodie? Are you gay?" ? And then a bunch of laughing, crying emojis. No, I'm confident enough to wear whatever color I want.
And I don't even know that that's really pink.
It's pretty pink.
Is
I'd
it?
say it's about as salmon pink as you get. But
It's a little beige to me.
You've been putting time out.
There you go. Good call.
So enjoy yourself there, friend.
So, hey, thank you, Quack RC. Hope all is well. Sunday's live show was really cool. Like Matt said, last Tinker Sunday. Stoked to see that Ripper get built. Yes, I'm excited for that as well. The Ripper is this Friday's build. It belongs to a guy, Brandon, who bought an unbuilt Ripper kit from somebody.
Which is pretty amazing. First of all,
pretty amazing
that
to find.
He was able to buy one. Secondly, that it hadn't even been built.
I know. I don't know who got it and sat on it the first time. I have no idea what Brandon has into it. I'm just assembling it, and then it's going to go right back to him.
It's awesome. I loved building my Ripper, and since your videos of anything Ripper related do so well, I feel like I should do a little like Ripper overhaul as well. It's been since I assembled it, it hasn't really been taken apart, and it's
other than you worked on it for Scale Nationals.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't tear it down
right
though.
So
I could put in the comments if you want me to do that, and we'll not this weekend, but we'll schedule it at some point.
Yeah, exactly. I think that'd be pretty good no matter what. Mine for my Ripper overhaul, whatever, did pretty well. Agreed. So this one would be fun. And then on Sundays, obviously we killed off 3D printing Sunday. And last Sunday, what did I work on? Oh yeah, I built the SCX3 VS410 chassis kit.
It was scale tinkering, loser.
Yeah, live R&D. So
live R&D. That's a good name for that show.
But I'm not.
Is that what you call it?
No, it was just what we were doing.
Oh.
But that's not always what I'll be doing. So it's a great name per week. So worked out pretty well.
You're not doing that every week. Okay,
no,
fine.
I mean, I'll be tinkering on something every week, but we'll see. We'll settle into a name or whatever. But it worked out pretty well. So working on turning the 2 links that are needed to bolt this all together easily as an actual product, so that if people want to do the same, they can just click buy on a 2-link set and Bob's their uncle, or however that saying goes.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was helping, keeping up with my mods here.
I was
But
barely talking to you anyway.
okay, cool. What were you saying? Because I watched a little bit of you fiddling around on Sunday.
Fiddling about.
Yeah, fiddle about
Fiddlesk.
Friday.
Barnes.
So you say you don't need to change many links, or there's only a couple of links different?
2 links.
2 links.
Panhard, upper front link.
And did you have to make those yourself, or were those like out of the box from something else?
I happen to have quite the organized stash of very nice links, ranging from titanium to stainless, arranged into 3 bins by size, basically. So
Neat.
several hundred links, probably, maybe thousands. Might be the biggest link collection that's ever been personally owned by some. I don't even know.
In the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
Biggest loser. No, okay, that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I have another straight axle kit sitting around here. Not in this room anymore.
Oh, are you have you been making room elsewhere?
Yes. Rebecca graciously donated some space up on the 3rd floor, which is her office. I've now got a Excel spreadsheet where I have listed all of the things that are in each bin. So I can quick reference it, go, where's that 100 series Land Cruiser body I got from Russia that cost me $200?
And you can go now. Do you have like a column on there that says like if you can check like sent in warranty card or?
Well, no, I don't need that box because it's assumed. You're gonna laugh out loud. I registered my new cabinet that I put together today.
Why?
It's a 1-year warranty on it. 1-year warranty. Why not? They were like, thanks, but that card's a joke.
Yeah, exactly. They're like the guys at WinZip waiting for somebody to buy that license. Like, it's like somebody sent in that card. Like, like what do we do with this information? They're like start an email list. I don't know. Like,
give the guy a free cabinet.
Yeah.
Give him some free little wooden dowels. Send him a bag of those.
Oh my God.
No, but it's this was partially an effort to clear out some of the clutter. So all of the Lexan bodies that were holding up this part of the wall over here, those are gone.
Okay. So what are you putting in their place? Because now if you have space,
I'm not filling it.
Why? Why make space if it's not for other things?
It's to declutter. This room was getting a little claustrophobic, so I wanted to make some room. I know you have a problem with that, but with the new printer coming in, I want to make sure I have a nice space for that. I made sure that I've got room for the other computer over here, and I just kind of wanted to have a little more room to wave my hands around.
I see. Dale C, thank you for the donation. He caught a little thing that I said when you said fiddle and I said Fiddlesk Barnes. That's from a very old internet video called Not My Cups or Drinking Out of Cups, something like that. And it's basically like a computer animation of a lizard who with some not my chair, not my problem. Seashells, seahorse.
Interesting. Unrelated, but Ian Turbot says Josh has a lot of problems.
Yeah. Just to let you guys in on a secret, I bury most of them. You only see the top layer on these shows. I try and reel it in.
Big Red Bitch, I do also have a notebook, but that notebook is more for like musings and like diagrams of things that I need to draw at some point. It's hard to see that.
You draw something that you need to draw.
Yeah, like on the computer. I draw something with dimensions that I need to draw on the computer.
I see.
This one on the front says, "Don't give up on your stupid little dreams."
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will say that I also do carry that type of. I have a hardback that I carry.
Oh yeah, yep.
And
The
it's
little elastic band thing.
yeah,
Yep.
and it has you probably shouldn't, but it's got like all kinds of stuff that I track in there.
Private doodles from Vanquish products.
Yeah. Well, it's got like habit tracking stuff, and then
Ripper 2.0.
Yeah, lists and things that I need to complete for a build. Yeah.
Notice he said yes when I said Ripper 2.0. No questions.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, that's
that
wrong.
lives in this book. If this book was the Twisted Trucker, thank you very much. He says we want a 70s Dodge Ram body. If I'm not mistaken, what is the Sendero? What is that? Is that more like an 80s Dodge looking body?
Yeah.
Not 70s? So, well, I don't even know what a 70s Dodge Ram body looks like, but
nobody does.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I do have a Moleskine notebook around here as well somewhere. That's probably in my backpack from when I used to go places for work. Ian Turbot says, thanks to you and Josh, I'm going to be fabricating a cage and using Josh's templates and my brazing tips.
Nice. I'll do a video on better fabrication styles here soon. I'm kidding. Yours was very adequate, but I am still
yeah, it's a good idea to do another one, and then I'll link to that video.
Right.
Sendero is a ranger, says John Darrigan.
Disagree.
I think the trail runner is trail finder.
No.
Which one's the
trail walker?
Trail sender.
Trail sender. Yes. And just so everyone's very clear, no Ripper 2.0 ever.
No, they're not doing any more Rippers.
Ever.
That was the bane of Josh's existence. Yeah. He almost quit.
I'll fight that until the end.
Yeah, he called me one day and he said, if I have to put together one more of these Rippers, I'm burning this place to the ground.
I'll burn this mother down.
and then he said he would blame it on an electrical fire.
Yeah, electrical, just spark. Why aren't you wearing pants?
An electrical fire.
Had to take them off, run faster through the flames.
She said it was arson.
She said, I'm going to burn this mother down. I said, you better not. You better not. She said it was an electrical fire. Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. I think
that is such an obscure movie that there's
no one will know what we're talking about.
It's
two old guys talking about movies nobody from this era has seen.
Ben Stiller was the firefighter.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So
that is right. Correct.
Joe Johnston. Yes, thank you, Jiffy McSchlitz.
It's a great username.
Yes, it is. Orange County is correct. Great movie.
Jeremy Kilburn just said that Flying Cars has a better chance of a sequel than a Ripper has.
Yeah.
It's true. He's actually making a new movie now. I saw some stills today on Instagram.
From Jack Black?
No, the creator of Flying Cars.
Oh, my God. You follow him on Instagram?
Yeah, I got to keep up on my Flying Cars info.
Wow. That's
Friday is going to be full of where can I get this?
Oh, my God. That is...
I missed that. I was playing poker again, but I was kind of watching. What was that a common question?
Well, no. They're just, the fact that I'm going to be building a Ripper.
Oh, I understand. What's the link to buy a Ripper?
Right.
www.fu. Yeah. Actually, more like GETFU.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to...
Should we call Schultz and get into this?
Get that ding dong on
now,
here.
I do see that it does look like Moose Jaw has said that he is still in the Blair Witch version. So I'm guessing that he is without power, and we may have to delay Professor Moose Jaw until next week.
I see he's checking in here. So he's probably watching.
I just don't know if he's going to be able to So he can Joe, you can text me and let me know what you think.
Hey, nice job pandering. That
Always,
sweatshirt.
but on what? I didn't even notice. What a coincidence.
What an odd hat choice I made today.
I hardly recognized what I was wearing. So let me add our illustrious guest.
Let's see if it works.
Yes.
Your
We'll
volume got out of control there again.
Hang on 1 second. Let me turn this thing down. Can you hear me?
I can hear.
Unfortunately, we can.
Hold, please.
Seriously?
I can't see you, but that's kind of probably for the best.
That's
Oh,
Where is he? Oh, I
I
don't
feel like
see
I
him
have
either.
an echo, but maybe not.
Come on, John.
hang on.
Oh, he forgot to turn the camera on.
Wait, I bet when John answered, he hit audio only. Now there it is. Darn it.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Hello, John Schultz. How are you?
Perfect, because I see Josh, but I don't see you because my tripod's blocking your face. So I'm really good right now.
That's perfect. That's how we want it.
And you're both suck asses.
Oh, you've been watching?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching. And the Trail Walker is not a Ford Ranger.
Ford Ranger.
There's a video game called PUBG.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, me neither. But that truck is in PUBG.
Yes. No, I'm aware.
Okay, it's not a Ford Ranger.
Ford Ranger.
Welcome to the show.
You can't say
John
Ford Ranger
Schultz.
anymore without me hearing that song in my head. So.
Ranger.
Thank you, Matt.
Ranger Danger.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on tonight. It's always great to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you guys too.
And for all of you folks who don't know who John Schultz is, he's kind of a big.
Yes.
I'm not.
Kind of
he gets a.
Well, no, I was only referring to your stature.
Exactly. Bigger lately.
My fatness. Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
He works for. Well, I mean, you can tell us. Tell us who you work for, John.
No, I'd rather hear it from you guys. See how much you get wrong.
Let's see.
Let's
see.
No. He's a
So
private contractor.
No.
He works for. He's a salaried employee of Team
Associated Electrics.
Associated Electronics.
Electrics.
And he does a lot of stuff with the Element RC line.
Just to get into the hard-hitting questions right now, Eric has posed. When is the Trail Jogger going to come out? Like, hang on. I'm not sure if it's a soft J. Jogger?
The Trail Jogger.
Jogger.
What about
next marketing meeting?
Trail Stroller.
Right.
Trail Stroller.
Yeah. That's double meaning.
It comes with dolls, maybe?
Because you are a baby.
Right.
Get your baby wheels. Actually, Trail Stroller could be the 2.2 rig.
Oh.
Because training wheels.
Look at you. And you're.
Oh. Hang on. Let me write that down.
Yeah, write that one down. That's a good one. Insult your possible
your
customers.
These are all my ideas, Matt. I'm just letting you know.
See what?
Fine.
What you need, Schultz, is you need to carry hardback, covered journals, diaries.
I have these full of whatever, and when I travel, I have a smaller one of those. So I'm not fancy with a hardback.
Yeah, exactly.
No, well, not many of us are. But thanks for coming on tonight. It's always great to talk to you because I feel like you're always a source of entertainment.
Yeah, and for one reason or another, that is very true.
Thank you. I think. Is that a compliment?
Yeah, it's a compliment. Of course.
Well, now, of course, the Sendero HD just came out.
Correct.
So, which was flattering. I mean, personally, I appreciate that. The
Oh,
but
yeah, I already knew about it because, and when you were guessing about what it was going to be, I was like, he probably already knows
if
too.
I knew what it was, like if Schultz would have leaked it to me, I never would have put it out there as a guess. Like, because
Really?
like if you actually know something, you don't want to like give that information out, But if you don't know,
if it's formulated as a guess,
right? Even then, like if somebody told it to me, I wouldn't even want to put it out there. They'd be like, because you're like, that's a dick move. You can't do that when you know. So even when I do know when things are going to come out, like the next week, not going to be like, I know what this teaser is. So I'd rather
you
not.
You were pretty spot on, Josh. I do have to say that.
Yeah, you were very, very close. And what led you to make those predictions?
Yes.
Just predictability and unoriginality, really. No.
Wow. Wow.
Excuse me, I gotta hang up now.
Yeah. No, Schultz, you can stay. I'll get rid of him.
No, it's because
I'll stay on your side.
It's what I liked about. That's what I did on mine initially. I really liked the cab, the 2-piece body and bed. I thought that was solid. And then you guys came out with your own flatbed that you had never used in a product, like a.
Yeah, it was like an aftermarket.
You only sold it aftermarket. It just seemed really underutilized. So, being that the Sendero was the perfect mix for that, it seemed like an obvious choice to use something that has been funded, which isn't cheap to do products like that, and then put it out there. So I thought it was just like, seemed like the perfect time. Since you're going to update it, why not put that in there? I also liked the red color choice.
Like the red?
You know what? The red was.
I saw you pulled the white stripes off of yours. I actually like the white stripes as well.
No.
Oh, perfect.
No, you actually get a sticker sheet.
And so you're just putting them on.
You can apply them if you like them. If you don't like them,
can you show us that?
You can leave them off.
Can you show us the sticker sheet a little bit closer up, please?
Yes, sure. What part would you like to see? Are you going to steal more of our bumper stickers?
Hold on phone, because I think it's definitely the other way around.
Because ours are funny.
I did it first. But no, I'm just glad to see the SBG shield on there because I do like that truck.
It's a good looking truck. I think that there was a solid revamp of that truck. Now, you guys did go with what, like
the red's a good color too.
The harder plastic, but in black.
It is a upgraded plastic, correct? It's not the hard, but it is a harder plastic.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So
it's medium hard.
Right, exactly.
Yes. Yep.
Semi.
So the plastics upgraded. Comes with the new Ocho wheels, which I really like the Ocho wheels. They look really good.
I can't tell is it just an 8-hole or?
Well, that's Spanish.
Well, that's what I can't see them, so that's why I was going with that guess, Matt.
Do you want me to count the holes? Let's see.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if you can keep concentrating that long.
There's this many. There's this many. And look, nice short bumper.
Yes, they finally fixed the snowplow that came on the original.
Yes.
Funny story. I used that bumper on the front of my Blizzard this morning for when I was showing the driveway.
Oh, by the way, I saw you were driving with the Blizzard. You need to practice.
Oh yes, I know it. Yeah, I'm not very good. I don't like the double stick and then moving it this way to get the plow to go up and down. It's too much. Just give me a pistol radio.
Right, exactly.
I'm surprised you just didn't put it on the ground and drag it backwards everywhere.
I should have just vroom.
Yeah, that's I'll show you how to mix it onto a pistol grip radio, Matt. You'd be better off.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. Yeah. But no, all jokes aside, that's a nice looking release. I think that'll do quite well. The honcho from Axial was always, in terms of its layout and its sort of structure and having a cage on the back and a cab on the front, was always one of my favorite iterations of that truck. So to see you guys do that in your own original way, I think is a really good move. I think it'll sell well. Looks nice.
Yeah, it's a great looking truck. You know, I love the bumpers. That's great. I love the bed. You can dovetail the bed pretty easy. It's pretty cool to do that. It's really a solid truck. You know, it's got the black plastic, like I said, the Ocho wheels. And what the cool thing is you get a whole bag of kind of goodies. Since it comes with the front bumper, you get all the stuff that comes with the front bumper, which is you get a Magnaflow exhaust. So if you want to put a Magnaflow exhaust on it,
Nice.
You get the bigger tray, of course.
It fits the bigger tray, right?
Yeah, yes, this fits the bigger tray, no problem.
Okay.
You get two antennas. You get a little half cage if you wanted to put it on do you want to buy a bed? Of course, your
Taller body posts.
body mount.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then if you are going to put a bed or some kind of bed on the back, comes with the other half of the bed.
Do you mean like body?
So then,
do you mean like body sides or?
Like if you wanted to put like the original Sendero body, or say, I think Proline makes a utility bed.
Right. Yeah.
If you want to put that on the back, we give you all that.
They
too,
used to. They discontinued that utility bed, didn't they?
I don't know.
Like a year
I
ago.
don't know. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, and then you get the 12% overdrive.
Nice. Now, question:
Excellent.
Is the body any thicker towards the bottom than it?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, it is. It's a lot. It's a lot thicker.
That's important. The Sendero body previously and the cuts that it had around the sliders were a little thin.
Yes.
So
little. It was wafer thin. I think that's
exactly.
Which was kind of funny because if you got a clear body, the clear bodies were thicker than the
RTRs,
the stock bodies. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, the RTR bodies. So yeah,
that's good.
It's a lot thicker.
Much better. And I see there's no cutouts where the sliders went with the new or with the trail, whatever ones
the original Enduro Sendero had the cutouts on the
right.
Side,
there's no because you have a capture slider.
And which trail thing are those sliders off of?
They are off the. I gotta look. The Trail Runner.
Okay, that's the IFS one.
The IFS.
Okay.
One,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. That's again. This kind of speaks to the interchangeability of the Enduro line. It's like pretty much anything from any of the trucks will go on something else, right? You guys have kind of
that's what
the modular system.
Yeah, that's what we always plan to do, is to make our trucks very user friendly and make them. Yeah, if you have a very like a first Sendero and you want to put an IFS truck or IFS suspension or a trailing arm suspension, it's there. It fits on there. So we try to make all of our vehicles interchangeable. So the guy that's had a Sendero for a few years doesn't feel like, oh man, I have to buy a new truck because I want to put this suspension on it. No, it still bolts on.
So no, that is good. That's always worked well in other areas as well. Having a platform with the options come from wherever. The truck looks good. I think it was a good refresh and a good. I don't think that it was a bad thing that you discontinued the first one as quickly as it did to do this update, because I think that it was just those initial things that, in hindsight, maybe, should have ditched that bumper beforehand, but like maybe when that T1 sample came in, like but
yeah, the bumpers were big. I do have to admit that, but we took care of that. But the cool thing is that all of my trucks have the your guys' plastic bumpers on,
and those fit great. The width of the Sendero cab is nice. It's like a full body, but it's not like driving a lunchbox through things.
Right. Yeah, there's going to be a little more.
It's nice in that respect.
Crawlability.
Yeah, it's nice in that respect.
And your guys' bumpers are stupid cheap.
Yeah,
they're so cheap.
Yeah, I don't know how Vanquish is making it. Oh, I know how to volume.
Scott O'Blander, is the Panhard mount upgraded? He asks.
No, this is a standard.
So it's got the standard post style that was before, but with slightly better
But
plastics.
the upgraded plastic?
So
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Is
So
the
to
ESC new?
The ESC is.
I think it's the same
newest-
Is it the newer one?
the SC one, not so. It's the
SC.
what is that? Who makes that?
X?
Yes.
It's not the Hobby Wing version. It's the other version, which is like
the SC400X.
right. And whoever makes that one, I can't remember, but
It's the programmable one. So
right.
if you buy a
Nice and
box,
tiny.
you can program it. Yes.
Awesome. And that
Yep.
box is that sort of the universal box that can get used on just about anything?
well,
Yes.
any of
Space
the
Speedo?
any of the speed the speed controls made by that company. So not like the Hobby Wing ones.
No.
So-
The other one.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
There's
box
two
only
big-
works.
There's two big OEMs, Hobby Wing and that one, which I'm just brain farting on.
The other one.
Yeah, but both great. And Surpass. Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Surpass.
So, and they make their programming box is nice and tiny. You get most of the same functions. The cost on them is really good too. Like you guys sell them retail for
Cheap.
yeah, super cheap.
They're like $25 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25, 30 bucks.
Since you guys have continued to make it something else that people really like, there's a new garage in this box.
Yes,
told.
Paul's
Yes,
16 wanted to know what the inside of the box looked like.
It's
a
pretty
new
cool
box.
look on this one. It's a
New garage,
it's
new car hole.
barn-esque.
The new garage.
Barn-esque.
Yeah. It's very Barnish. Barnish?
Barn-esque.
Barney.
Barney.
Is
that a
Barney.
word?
It's very Barney.
Yeah. Yes, it is a new garage. And I don't have it in here. It's in the garage. And it's too cold to go outside and get it.
Oh,
Garage.
I'm sure
G
it's too
squared.
cold there.
What's up?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
I mean,
We got
you said
snow here.
Do you?
Yes. Like a whole inch.
Oh my gosh. Better send in the Navy.
I mean, you should. Up here in Sacramento, there's people who are like I don't know if I'm going into work today. It's raining. Like, I swear that's a real thing. I
Quack
don't know
RC,
why we're
thanks for the
driving
$5. Quack RC says, I want one of those. Can I have one? Yes. You can order one through A-Main or Team Associated themselves. I'm kidding, but seriously, that's a great looking truck. I do want an Element on my channel though. So there you go.
It is the Sendero was
Turn it around because the white stripe looks better, I think.
I'm a little off on the white stripe because I did it in a hurry. So don't look at it too close.
That looks really
it looks
nice.
passable.
I think
from
the
here, but
two-tone
just,
is a good look.
So,
yeah, I'm not commenting on his sticker application. I'm just commenting on the fact that it's a good look.
I think it is. I think it helps
looks
break up
good.
that body quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks
I like
good.
that
And
body.
it lights too.
It handles a lot of abuse too, because I kicked Josh's like 30 feet in the air.
I think your truck kind of tumbled down a hill a few times, didn't it there, Matt?
Somebody pushed it off that pipe bridge
Yeah.
that I was going down.
I don't know how that happened. Is it a Lexan body? Yes, it is. Same Lexan body as before, just a little bit thicker. In general, the Sendero is still my favorite one, as far as looks go. I think that it's still just the best, and I think that I really like tube cage style beds, or however you want to say that thing is. I think it's a great
Truggy style
kind of
Truggy style?
flatbed tube thing. Now, the body posts are in the bed, and so it's all still just comes off, right?
Yeah, just pop right
Okay,
off.
yeah, just lifts straight up.
Here and here.
Perfect.
Nice.
So,
Our secret name for this when we were coming was the hay wagon. I call it the hay wagon.
hay wagon.
So because of the bed, the hay
kind
wagon.
of a flatbed, style. So, agreed.
I can dig it.
Tito's asking, where are the concrete flames?
That's
behind me.
Yeah. I'm actually a little concerned because I see a couple of trucks there that don't have them.
Yeah. I mean, I see.
RTR.
Is that really an
Yeah,
excuse, though,
Yeah.
John?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, I got bodies that I haven't even cut out yet. Ooh, I have Volkswagen Flame.
Whoa!
Oh
All
boy.
right. Far out, man.
It's my race paint job. I just put it on everything.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. YSU Printmaking wants to know, are the harder plastics going to find their way onto the builder's kit?
The harder plastic comes with the gatekeeper, but not the builder's kit.
Right.
Maybe later on, but right now, no.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you for letting us know.
Yep, absolutely.
So, are you? Let's switch gears a little bit into something a little bit faster.
Yes.
You're a bit of a quarter mile guy, aren't you?
132 feet at a time.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound that
For
impressive.
those 3 seconds or less.
You really
2 seconds.
get into the thousandths of a second,
Yeah.
I think, on those runs. But that's something that has kind of achieved this kind of cult status. It's been around forever, I guess, in certain forms. But this no prep thing really kind of took off in the last 2 years or so, and it was really interesting to me to see a manufacturer such as yourselves jump on board to what could be seen as a pretty niche kind of market. But you did, and I think that DR10 is a really great example of a great entry point for a lot of people to get into this hobby.
Right.
Mhm.
And I think that it's, I guess it didn't surprise me as much just because they already had great platforms that were very easily just parts swapped, and they needed to make wheels, tires, and a body. I think the thing that has continued to surprise me more than anything is that others haven't followed fast enough.
Right. Where's the competition? And I mean, I know there's a lot of homebrew and a lot of carbon fiber and a lot of people doing chassis like that, but there's nobody else on like a level of like an associated
Nope.
doing an RTR or a kit even
And
to just get into
exactly,
this.
And all of these other
what's
makers
the
have that
barrier,
same
John?
thing. They've got buggies, they've got short course trucks,
the
and it's a
slash.
parts bash to get up and running. It's even if Traxxas did it with their slash and their rustler arms and just used the previous dragster tires, which wouldn't be competitive, but they could still have something out of the box that would run.
What do you think it is, John, that's stopping people from doing this?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, you would think Traxxas would have jumped on this months and months ago,
Right.
especially when there's a lot of racing in Texas. And right now, there's basically 2 cars. There's Associated Cars and there's Traxxas.
Yeah.
And then there's a small some other ones, but it's either DR10 or our B6 buggy conversions,
Right.
or it's
Slash based.
Traxxas slash
Right.
based.
And you'll see some of the, somebody who has some sort of high-end low C that they converted over to, but, this or that. But yeah, it's like most of them are just these few bases that kind of have found that popularity.
Right. And it's like you go to I don't know if you want to call it a comp or a race or whatever, but when you show up, it's majority Associated and Traxxas. More probably Associated because we're more of a higher quality race brand than Traxxas is. But yeah, it's just weird how nobody else has jumped on, which I'm okay with.
Of course. And
of course.
it's one of those things like there's 2 excuses at this point. One, they just haven't got around to it yet. Or 2, they feel like they've waited so long that maybe they don't think that no prep will have the legs to be a segment of popularity for the long run, that they're like, we already missed the boat, we're not going to make a dedicated kit. I think that there's only those 2 trains of thought, though. Or, the other, and I guess the third one is like, we are working on it, we're just behind schedule.
But
Right. And I mean, there are some things, beyond our control that could have slowed that down. I know that without naming anybody, there are people who are way behind on projects just because of the manufacturing capabilities.
Oh, yeah.
Just couldn't get to
we
it.
all are. I mean,
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
with today's demand, it's insane on trying to keep up.
and
Yeah, the hobby in general, like just RC as a whole, has taken a huge lift in popularity, and it's because more people are at home.
Exactly, and I think that's why drag racing has grown, is because tracks are shut down, big crawling places are shut down because of the parks and the cities and and all that. And what can anybody really do? We can meet on a side street and play with our toy cars. So I think
it's only 132 feet.
Yeah.
Right. You don't need a ton of
some
space.
people go a lot farther than
Yeah.
that, but yeah,
you want a little bit of space after that, preferably.
Oh no, Josh! You hit the brakes just as you get to that 132. You don't need much
exactly. more. But like you said, that being that we all know people or are work in this industry, but without naming names of companies specifically, a lot of companies that have things produced specifically in China, a lot of those factories just went like, nope, we're working on PPE equipment because that's where the money is right now. Mm-hmm. And they just stopped production of companies' products for like 4 or 5 months, close to the beginning of this global pandemic. And then they got back on the track. But I think I've heard a number of rumors of some of that switching again. So, and causing more delays for certain companies. But
really?
Yeah. There's a lot of things I'm hearing out there. So I don't know what to believe. I've heard in the full size world, materials really hard to come by. Metals and all that stuff. So I'm sure that has something to do with it also.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely depends. There's all. Gene Masters would like to know, though, when is the Associated 64 coming out?
Is that a race question?
we would like to know when the hopping B6.4. Ooh, could be the B6.4.
Oh, that's perfect. You've already got the chassis for it.
We already have a B6.4.
Perfect. Now make it hop. Make it hop.
Yeah, just put more servos on it, John.
Put servos on it.
But we need to make a custom radio. It needs to hop really high and shoot sparks.
Yeah.
So I guess you're not getting into that market then. Okay, fine.
Okay. I grew up in that neighborhood. I mean, I love lowriders. I love old cars like that. I really am a fan. I think it looks really good. I don't think I could spend $600 for one though.
I think it looks good. I really don't have any interest in owning one.
But it's like after you hop it a few times, then what do you do?
That's the biggest thing for me. I own a lot of pointless RCs, like a ton of them. I really enjoy a pointless RC. But man,
you have me buy a few of them.
I know.
Yeah, I mostly have them, and they're all from Associated.
And and Schultz, I made you buy those, and we had a blast with them.
Yeah,
and
everyone should have a dancing rider. That's not pointless.
It is
okay,
damn near pointless.
Grab your dancing rider right now.
Okay. Sorry, I just need to take a drink.
See?
Just need to take a drink out of my water.
I win. It was a race, and I won again, Josh. I beat you with my dancing rider. but mine's an Element.
Dancing rider. You should do like an Element knockoff, or tribute.
I need to replace the servo on mine.
Somebody else suggested you could call it the Element Pendejo. I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
It sounds good to me.
I know what that means. We can't say that again.
Miles Tipton, thanks for the $1.99, and RC Dave charged up, thanks for the $4.99. Yeah, it even stopped 50K sub giveaways from happening too, but we all know Matt will follow through with his giveaway. Ouch.
The latest one that I've been playing with is the key truck. Yes.
Where's yours at, Matt?
I don't have one. I haven't wasted my money
Oh,
on one yet.
you have to.
Do you know why I have one?
Because
you know why I have one?
Turks and Jerks?
Because I'm going to put it on the CR12 chassis.
Yes. Oh, that's a good choice.
That is my thought.
Wasn't
my second one?
Chino doing that
he
too?
Did. He was looking for one at the time, and then but there was also he was having a hard time finding one, and I found him the Thunder Tiger version as well.
But no Chino, it probably goes 1,000 miles an hour. Too.
No, different Chino. Dean Chino.
Oh, the different.
Oh, okay.
So
the original Chino.
So,
I've considered getting one of those key trucks. I just haven't done it yet because, quite literally, I have enough projects to keep me busy for a while.
Yeah, so I've had this thing for several months, I think, at this point, and I just last night, like yesterday, was just a freaking long day. So last night, I was like, I finally sat down. I was just like, I'm gonna draw something in CAD for a minute, and I spent like an hour or two just kind of tinkering in CAD, and then my power went out, and I was like, I guess I'm done. I guess we've made all the progress we need to make tonight.
You need to make a Hoonigan kit for that truck. And then
I think you can. There's several.
R3 Designs has one.
Several.
R3 Designs is a vendor on the Scale Builders Guild. He has a whole printed kit that you can just glue right onto that thing and make it a drift style key truck.
I'm going to just K truck, key truck. They say it both ways. I'm gonna make a new chassis that I can just. I want the body slammed all the way down, but without a body kit. I want it basically as is, but just on the ground, like front bumper on the ground.
That was pretty rad.
Yes. Send one my way if you're gonna do that,
because I think that's fun.
Yeah, me too. Still needs the body kit.
So that's my goal. I want it on the ground without a body kit.
Let's back to the 6.4 for one quick second. Blue Dooley made a very good point. He said people who think the 6.4 is expensive have never gotten into planes or semi trucks. Yes, sir, you are correct.
Yes.
Semi trucks are
expensive.
And
semi trucks arguably just as pointless. Because
unless you put a PC in one, then they are extremely useful.
But really, what
is your PC in that, Matt?
Yeah, it's in there right now. There it is. Personal computer.
The personal computer.
That's what the kids are calling them, right?
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it is pretty nuts. It's a fun project that I really need to tackle. Got to get back on that thing. Oh, CCXRC, thanks for the $19.99. Send me a tennis playing goofball that says thanks for being you. Shucks. It's because he made a comment about it, that I was going to play tennis after in my sweatshirt. And I said, careful, those kind of comments will get you banned.
About the pink sweatshirt or about playing tennis?
Either. I think it's a little 50-50, yeah. A little 50-50. Column A, little column B.
So I do love the semis just for the amount of, if nothing else, I feel like they're such a better platform for customizing. And I think that in itself is a purpose. So,
Schultz,
I need a semi.
You don't have one?
No. I want one so bad, but it's like I have so many projects. I still need to build class 1, 2, and 3 for Scale Nap if it ever happens in March.
Yeah, right? It's only 2 months away.
That's plenty of time. The way you drive, you could drive an RTR.
Yeah, wouldn't matter at all.
Probably.
And I mean that and I mean that with the utmost respect. I've seen you drive. You're an excellent driver, and you don't need a lot of mods.
The problem is
belly dragger or anything. You can just go out there with a stock truck. I've seen you.
If you don't show up full dollhouse, you're not going to win. And I'm
That's
too
true.
competitive to not go out there to win.
That's true. It's true.
Not putting the semi truck in his head. He's not getting one.
That was my boy.
I love that Jonathan just pipes in for a moment.
His
Glad
room's
he's
next to
watching.
this room,
Yeah, exactly. I'm dropping frames. Hopefully
he just hears me.
gets fixed. So
Yeah, the semi. See, the problem with the semi is I'd buy the semi, and then I would have to have every option part out there: aluminum rims, sound system, lights, whatever else they have for it, fenders, whatever, and I have to do the same with the trailer. So by the time I got done, I could probably build another Jeep.
Yeah. You could definitely buy an XJ of the vintage that you have. Sure. In California anyway, not out here. Out here, it's like it'll be like a 92. It'll be pretty clapped out, and the ad will say 6,000 firm. I know what I have.
Yeah,
I know what I have
For an XJ.
Yeah.
Do you guys use salt on the roads up there?
Oh yeah,
yes.
They do not hold up.
And how? No. There's one.
Let's buy a
in my
unibike
hood
for $600 or $6,000.
It's nuts. There's one in my neighborhood, and it's probably slightly newer. It might be like a 94 or 95 because it's got the rounder edges, and the license plate is D Dilio, and I was like, "What's the Dilio?"
That's pretty good. That is.
That's funny. You had to ask yourself that.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably. Hopefully,
how
that's
that
the
goes,
joke.
Right? But we were talking about drag racing a little bit ago, and
we were
we were talking about nationals. We also have the big drag racing event that is scheduled for the end of February, which I think
the prize pool is like $500,000.
Right, exactly.
Now?
It's like, is it 230 drivers?
I think it's more than
Is
that.
it more than that?
At $100.
You call them drivers?
$100.
Racers.
I would call them aimers because you're just aiming it one way.
Hope it goes. So
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I thought maybe it's more. Yeah. So either way, the winner it's a winner take all pot, right?
Yeah.
So the winner, if he's not using any of the companies that are offering a contingency, still walks away with like $24,000.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You should go to that, John.
I am going to go to that. That's what that car's for.
256 drivers currently, Eric says. So that's almost $26,000 if the organizers aren't taking anything off the top.
You could buy.
I think they are taking like 5% maybe.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's still a lot of money.
Jonathan piped in and he says athletes. You call them athletes.
That's the comment of the night.
Exactly.
That's
Jonathan, walk in there and call
my
your dad an athlete
Jonathan?
right now. I dare you. You know what?
No.
This is his day job, so he's technically a professional athlete then.
Yeah,
professional athlete.
Josh and I are top-rated amateurs.
Bumper sticker.
Professional athlete. Who's going to have a release of stickers before who?
Twisted Trucker. Thank you for the donations. It says,
seriously,
wish list for licensed body. Matt, give me your most wanted scale body and most wanted drag body. And then Schultz, you have to go.
Me?
Yes, you have to go first to give Schultz a couple of minutes to think.
I wasn't even think.
Go.
I really tried.
Go.
All right, what do I want? Licensed hard body, eh?
Okay, you can say hard body, sure.
Oh,
I mean, I guess that's implied
yeah.
from you.
He's full dollhouse. It has to be a hard
Right,
body.
of course.
I'm not full dollhouse. Nobody goes full dollhouse.
You're wearing a pink sweater. You're full dollhouse.
You've
All right, what do I want? What do I want that hasn't been done?
yeah.
I would like. I don't think anyone's done one before. A Wrangler body.
What year?
Yeah, I would. You know what I want? I want that wicked, awesome YJ that had all the rounded fenders. The Renegade.
Oh my God! Yes,
Right? Though that was the weirdest Jeep they ever put
that
out.
really was the turn. Oh my God!
I forgot all
That's a
about that
great
one,
suggestion.
but that or maybe like a cool like a J6, like they did a prototype at Jeep Beach one year, Easter Jeep Safari, on the JL platform, but it was like a proper pickup with an actual pickup bed, not like the comical.
I think the J6 wasn't that one that they made.
That was a real
Yeah, they made it
truck.
for like the Egyptian military or some shit like that. Had a Dana 60 rear
but
with
this
leaf springs.
This was a new one. Yeah.
But either way.
Yeah.
That was a J8 maybe.
This
whatever.
was, that was a J8. Okay, and then what was my other choice? Drag body. Ah, man, Proline already kind of did it with the Malibu for me. Like, I'm pretty sold on that one. But if I were to choose something else, kind of weird, the Lloyd, but as a drag body.
The Lloyd, but worse.
It would be like this wide for no reason.
Schultz.
Crawler body. Doesn't everybody already make everything out there already?
No, there's plenty of Nissans to choose from.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope. I owned a Nissan. I'll never want a Nissan body.
Yeah, about an Xterra. They're a great way to meet chicks because when you see them driving, it's always a girl driving it.
Wow.
That's an office girl.
What about that Isuzu Vehicross?
Shoot. Like a drag body, I would probably want something like, nobody's done it yet, but maybe I like a convertible, like Nova 2.
Okay.
Chevy 2. Like, but convertible, something like that. That's my favorite car. If I was going to build a hot rod, it'd be a convertible, old square box Nova.
Of course, it would be a convertible.
Why didn't I say the Judge? That would be a great drag body. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
crawling body.
Everybody put your comments
for
into
a crawler body.
I
would want a Jeep Commando.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're out of time.
I already said it. Jeep Commando.
Jeep Commando.
Yes. It's got the slant back tailgate.
And what would you want for? Right. What about drag body?
I'm two options. One, Fiat Topolino, or Pontiac Aztec. Either one.
Yes.
I'll take either of those.
Somewhere, we were talking, it was on the show last night, I think. It was like, if there's enough people asking for them, they'll make them.
That's it. That's
so,
true.
It's sort of the same thing with GameStop. If you flood the market and you just keep buying it, people will catch on and do it. So if you want, what was that body we just came up with? An Aztec. Whoever wants an Aztec body, right into Proline, right into J Concepts. J Concepts is probably likely to make it because they don't seem to know what to do. So there's a strong likelihood they will make one.
Their last Ford Falcon looks pretty good.
It does look good. It
does look good.
It does look good. I agree.
They gave that job to the right guy.
So, yeah, exactly.
Lloyd, stop making bodies named after yourself. Barry Brandt, thanks for the 5.
Gene Masters suggests an 80 series Patrol, Nissan Patrol. That's reasonable, very very reasonable.
Patrol, that would be a good body as well. You can get an MFAB Manitou Lou 3D printed one.
Oh,
so
there you go. Does he make an Aztec?
no, but
has anybody checked Parmasite and see if they make
Yeah,
an Aztec?
exactly.
it'll only fit the slash though.
Yeah,
Oh,
full width.
Yeah,
The Fiat Topolino would be quite poorly proportioned in no print. It would either be this tall, or it would be like it'd look like
What an odd choice you make with the Topolino
Really?
things. Yeah.
It's a classic.
does your
It's
neighbor
odd
have one?
choice.
No, it's just, I mean, old school drag.
Is that one of the things that you buried a long time ago and you don't want to bring back up, but you just did?
I just feel like if you tried to make a Topolino fit on a no prep car, it'd turn out looking more like the Ace and Gary car.
It would be extremely tall.
Yeah.
Be really top heavy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Here's a question: is there any big crawling events going on this year?
Sorry,
that
John.
we
This
know
is
it's gonna
our
happen?
show. We ask the questions.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're out of order.
Did you see the question that Bob asked me to ask you, Josh?
No.
Something about, did you ever shave any kind of character in your back hair?
What? No.
He's asking. I figured he's your friend. He would know.
God. Oh.
That's funny.
No.
Maybe Bob's drinking
Yeah,
already.
exactly.
Quite possible. I just checked Cults 3D. There is no Aztec body yet.
PT Cruiser's another good suggestion in here,
Ooh, that is a good
which
suggestion.
I could actually see being a somewhat decent drag body if it was kind of a chop top look.
It would.
It looked like
possible.
it looked like that Henry
Different.
J body that Schultz runs. What's that called? Super J? I mean,
Super J.
it looked just like it.
No, it wouldn't. This looks nothing like a.
No, that actually looks pretty good.
We call those cockroaches, those PT Cruisers.
Because they're unkillable.
I
don't
Okay.
know. We had a couple in our day, so I'd say they are pretty killable.
I flew to Arizona. It was just for a couple of days for shop visits. They gave me a convertible PT Cruiser. I had never got laughed at more in my life showing up at a track or a shop driving that thing than anything else I've had.
I can only imagine Schultz pulling up in the PT Cruiser with the top down. I'm Brittany, bitch.
I did have fish scales in the back. The whole back seat.
I can just see you driving down the road. RC
Like
cars
leaning out
around
the
you
back.
everywhere.
Thug life.
What color? Was it that
not
purple
that
color?
Did it have the wood grain on the side? Probably did.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
But I had
Big
no
Red
choice.
Bitch
It was the only
suggested a Chevette drag car.
Okay, sure. Dodge neon drag body would look cool. I mean, I can't think of how that would be possible, but
If there's one body that I could see J Concepts getting completely wrong, it's the neon.
right. I don't know how you could get that wrong, but
I'm
Hey.
not going to say it.
I've owned a lot of neons, okay?
oh, really?
Yeah, our family had at least 3 from multi-generations of that vehicle.
Wow.
Why?
Were any of them ever
my
the
dad-
SRT4?
Oh,
No,
no.
okay.
No. These were my mom's cars.
So,
No, my dad worked for Chrysler for a number of years, so we had lots of good cars. We had a Stealth for a little while, which was
okay.
pretty fun.
Yeah.
We had the Eagle Talon all-wheel drive,
Ooh,
which was also very
what was
nice. That was the car I
Ooh.
learned
Yeah.
to drive.
those
on.
were great. So that would have been, was that a first gen or a second gen?
First gen.
Boxy. Ooh,
First gen.
strong cars.
Yeah,
Great.
strong
Would
car,
love to own
indeed.
that car.
All black. That was a great car. Yeah, we've had it all. Anything from the Chrysler range from any number of years. Lots of K cars, lots of minivans, lots of Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, the works.
Yeah.
So I'm
What
a bit
was
of
your
a
first car?
first car that I owned myself.
Yes.
78 Malibu, 2-door.
Oh, I thought it was a 4-door.
Oh no, wait, yeah, no, sorry, it was a
Okay,
4-door.
there.
It was a
I was-
4-door.
he tried
because-
to cool it up.
No.
Never.
He tried to cool it up
Yeah, I
for a
tried to cool
second.
it. No, I'm cooling it up even further because it was a former cop car. So the rear seats, the rear doors, you couldn't open from the inside.
Did they have the hard plastic seats in the back for the handcuffs?
No, it was no.
Okay.
I think they might have. Those might have been aftermarket. They were redone
Gotcha.
because it was kind of like fixed up after it was a cop car.
Nice.
New paint.
Josh, it's Canadian. They didn't arrest people.
Exactly.
They didn't carry guns.
Okay, now listen.
It was just to
you
give
don't
people.
do that
It
again,
was just to give
okay?
people rides back home.
Okay, you've had your fun. Now let's get out.
I was
here,
actually
okay?
looking at ex-cop cars today.
Yeah, me too.
Were you? Were you looking for a Mercury Marauder by chance?
No, I was not.
Marauders.
I watched too much Cletus
He
McFarlane.
posted
I
that he
think.
bought a Mercury Marauder, and I was like, "Oh, I'd love to have a Marauder."
Did you watch it? Did you see how fast that
I
thing
didn't
is?
yet. I just saw his post on
It's-
Instagram, and I was like, oof. I wonder if there's any around here for sale, just to see what they'd be worth. That
What was your first car, Josh?
97 Jeep Wrangler
Oh
yeah.
wow,
TJ.
Okay. Better than a 4-door, whatever.
I mean,
Hey, calm down. That Malibu. If I had that car today, I would be the happiest guy in the whole world. That thing was incredible.
the
If it didn't
What
start,
motor was in it?
it was probably a V8
now
because
Probably.
it sucked a lot of
I
gas.
think that Matt, you and I
long
think
time
that
ago, I
we
was-
should try to guess what Schultz's first car was.
You'll never guess.
it's gonna be.
I can't remember when production switched from the Model A to the Model T, but
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
it was a deuce and a half.
yeah. So, we need some general hints. Schultz, was it a car or a truck?
I don't think you consider it either.
Ooh, so SUV.
No,
Oh.
I pretty much gave it away.
Tractor.
So
Nope.
so an XJ, like
People's car. It was the people's car.
a Volkswagen.
Volkswagen
60
Beetle?
I had a 64 ragtop.
Wow. I never would have
No,
guessed that. That's
definitely not.
incredible. Incredible. I just finished watching James May's series on the people's cars,
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
which is on Amazon. No affiliation. But you should watch that series. It's actually a really
Yeah,
good
I'll have to-
series.
I'll have
It
to watch
talks
that.
a lot about the first kind of generation of like cars that people would have and what they would be. But I would have never pegged you for a Volkswagen Beetle. That's really cool.
I've owned my second car was a 1960 hardtop.
Huh.
I've owned probably 14, 15 Volkswagens in my time.
I mean,
That's a lot.
it is. I mean, he's old, but that's
I
a
love
lot.
Volkswagens.
It's
I
Yeah,
love
that's a lot
Volkswagens.
that's a lot for an old guy.
If you could buy any car in the world, what car would you buy, Matt?
Oh man. It's probably pretty cliche, but I bet you it would be a Porsche. I've always liked the look of that body.
It's a
Mhm.
reasonable choice. It's a choice that
It's
you buy
like
if you actually are
timeless.
going to own it and have to, drive it and maintain
I-
it.
Yeah. Maintain it is a different thing, right? Because it gets pretty
Well,
expensive.
yeah, but not compared to like,
Uh,
some of your other.
Lamborghini.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I think a Porsche would be kind of fun, but the more I get old, the more I think I just kind of want a nice, good old 4x4, like a nice 45 series Land Cruiser. That would be. I'd put my money into that. Like not even I don't want like an Icon style rehash. I'd rather just get like a restored, good quality one.
Really?
That's what I would do.
Man.
Yeah.
See, a lot of these old, like, whatever old vehicle I would be because I love the idea same way of an older vehicle with a dependable creature comfort having resto mod. But any of them I'm looking at, I'd be like, I'd want a roadster shop chassis, and I'd want a big power turbo LS, and like,
Yeah.
What would your car be, Josh?
Man, I almost feel like it would be something like a Resto Mod C10, short bed, 2-wheel drive pickup. But
2-wheel drive, just like Josh.
low, just I don't.
Do you have your Crocs in 2-wheel drive right now?
I own 0 pairs of Crocs.
You say that. He's got them on right now. He's going to get them.
Never. That's God.
Those were given to me, and they're the most comfortable shoes
The
ever.
only thing I think.
Are those your house shoes?
Yeah. Well, they were called something else in Deadpool, and that's all I can ever refer to them as. So I will leave that out of this conversation. But for any Deadpool fans, you probably know what I'm talking about.
I'm a Deadpool fan.
Yeah. We all get it. Yeah. Yes,
That's
there was a
awesome.
Porsche in Cyberpunk. It is one of the vehicles you can get.
There was some really
A lot of
good
people-
drag body suggestions in here. Gene Master's last one was the Holden GMC HSV Ute. Ute bodies are cool.
Oh, a Ute.
I agree.
Yeah,
But
that would
there was
Ute.
some of the other ones that are
AF.
obvious that I feel like are surprising we haven't seen yet. Like Mark IV Supras.
Yes.
I'm really surprised we haven't seen that. A GTR or a Supra.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like Japanese
No,
or J
and
spec.
it could very well be just because of the licensing. So that might,
True.
I know MST is doing or they already do have a Lamborghini body, but like, why not? Why not have a Murcielago or a Aventador or something like that?
Maybe like a Jimny
Yeah.
as an option. Well, hey, you know what? Why mess around? Let's just do a semi.
Right.
Let's just do a full-on semi body.
Well, what the Willy Bar tires everybody's using now, I guess you could use the semi. It would be a 6-wheeler.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the great big wheelie bar tires people are starting to try and use.
Is that really a thing? People are going to like a full-size
Yeah,
tire.
they're using like
for their
touring
wheelie
car
bar?
tires. It's very sketchy. They're trying to, when they're riding on the wheelie bar, trying to make it more.
It's basically a
Controllable.
front-wheel drive car now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I get it. I mean, I get it. It's definitely gonna be faster. It just looks stupid.
right, trying to go for those advantages.
But when there's $25,000 on the line, who
Yeah,
cares
you're gonna
about
do-
stupid?
I'm ready to go to that event just for the Jerry Springer possibilities. Like,
I think we could
You slept
probably
with my
put
brother.
yeah, we could put money on there being a fight.
I was talking more about the fights than.
Yeah.
I
There's-
really
I
hope
hope not
not.
as
I
well.
hope everybody's
Well,
adult
I hope
enough
too.
to-
I hope everyone's an adult and smart,
But man,
and also
it's so much money on the
the
line.
winner runs. I hope that I hope everyone's actually doing a lot of cardio, because as soon as they hand you that cash, you better run.
That's no joke. I mean,
It's a lot of
Yeah.
money.
We're just gonna give you a big check.
what's the chance that
Novelty.
there's a
Multi-size,
chance that
oversized.
a good chance that the winner is going to drive away in a vehicle that is worth less than the stack of cash they were just handed.
Oh, guaranteed.
I mean, until I just bought a new vehicle, but before that, like, my Jeep is a 2009, my Honda was a 2016, but like neither of them were worth anywhere near that. Like, it's
no.
like, that is a
Schultz,
ton of
Jonathan wants to let you know dinner tastes amazing.
That's awesome. I'll be one of those guys. I have a $3,000 Scion XP that we're driving up there. So
Yeah.
You can fit a lot.
That's why I love that car. That thing's so awesome.
When Nicole and I first were dating, she had a 94 Accord, and I had my 2009 Jeep still at that time, or I still do. But I started driving her Accord, and I drove it for like 2 or 3. That's what I brought out here. Still was that 94 Accord trailer, flat towed it basically all the way here from Missouri, or trailer, whatever, dollied it. But, when we sold that car, when I bought the white Soul Sucker, sold that car for $800. So
$300. Wow. Oh, $800.
It was only worth $800 because it still had a cat on it. But
we had a 93 Civic, which Rebecca had from new. And I'll tell you, man, there's probably nothing better than that car since. It was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, the Accord that we had, it was stolen twice, used in a crime once.
From you?
No.
Yeah. Josh stole it himself.
Right.
Right.
Insurance.
So, that's.
Is that before you moved to the lovely town that vanquishes it?
No, it was stolen in Kansas City both times. And so, yeah, crazy.
They were easy to steal, though.
Yeah,
easy to get into those cars.
Yeah, you just put something that looks like a key in it.
My Honda Accord got stolen. Yeah. I heard they're super easy. I heard you just go to the dealership with a number that's on the lock, and you ask them for that number, and they give you a key for it.
I highly doubt that the people who stole this car were going to any dealerships, but so yeah,
that's awesome.
So, who knows?
Schultz, anything else in the world of RC that you've seen lately that you've been kind of like, man, I wish I had one of those, or man, I wish we had done that?
Yeah. What are you? What else are you looking for?
What are you lusting over these days?
Right now, I think my world revolved around tiny trucks and drag racing. Me and Jonathan, we have both stopped racing off road, but Jonathan's getting back into it now, and far as that, I don't know. I'm really liking the Gatekeeper. I'm having a lot of fun with that. I took this truck out in the snow for the first time I drove it. I was out in the snow at my house Monday, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was kind of cool. I went to Horseman's Park, and Horseman's Park was white.
Yeah,
which was awesome for about an hour until I couldn't feel my toes anymore. So
you should have worn socks with those Crocs. Like
I was, but there's holes in them. I put duct tape around them too, but they still leaked. Those are my camping / house shoes. So going to the mailbox. I don't go to Walmart in them. I only wear my pajamas.
Your Cookie Monster pajamas.
It's a onesie.
It's Cookie Monster onesie.
It's got the googly eyes on top.
Yes, can only wear it with the hood.
I am planning on going to USTE.
Gotcha.
Oh, you are? Cool.
In Florida. That's like in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I am driving from here to there just to keep it safe. I don't feel like I want to get on a plane. Two things. One, I could drive there in a couple of days. I could see shops. I can carry all my stuff.
Yes.
I don't have to worry about my stuff getting my batteries, my cars. Seems like no matter how protective I put my trucks in a suitcase for the plane, something always comes broke or gets off the plane broke.
Yep.
So since we're now lifting a lot of the regulations here now from the COVID thing. I talked to Brad today. I think I'm going to drive there and see some shops on the way out and do the event and then come back. So I'm kind of really looking forward to actually going to a crawling event. We had 2 last year, Josh.
Let's see. We had Crawl Masters.
Yeah.
We had
Crawl out of COVID.
And
I went to
you went to
the one
Squirrel
you
Fest.
missed.
I didn't make Squirrel Fest.
Squirrel Fest. Yes. Jeff.
Eric was just saying, are you excited to start a new Crawl Masters build? And will you be? Was there a new Crawl Masters announced? Have you seen anything?
Yeah, was there? I didn't see anything.
That's news to me.
I need to know about it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm like Ben says, time to show off the Milwaukee setup. I got some toolboxes to.
If you show up at an event with that trailer, I am gonna.
I'm so excited.
I'm gonna throw it down a cliff if I see it.
Miles was saying, "What about Axial Fest?" None of us made it to Axial Fest.
No Axial Fest
last year, so yeah.
This is way better.
Hey, all right. I'm glad you have one of those, Schultz. Thanks, man.
Me too. Actually, I use it. I really like it. I mean,
they are really handy.
I got my multi-tool and my screws, and that's all I got here right now.
That's all you need.
I usually carry snacks, but they'd probably be stale by now.
And I doubt that they would have lasted that long.
That USB battery charger thing you gave me.
That thing still
works? What I got in mine. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't have a cool SBG one. I have my own.
Right. The prototype.
The prototype.
Yeah, this thing is the best.
Yeah, little ProTech ones.
Plug a LiPo battery in there and charge your phone for days.
It is quite nice.
You're looking up that event, aren't you, Josh?
I'm not. Eric just gave me a winky face in the chat, so I'm assuming that means that there's some announcements going to come.
Well, I need to know because I need to know what
exactly. Me too. And
hopefully you get past.
I was to say I need to know where it is. I need to know that it's not indoor.
I'm glad it was indoor
because of the weather.
If it wasn't, we would have been wet.
Yeah, and instead, but yes, I hope that it's not. I mean, it's so much work to put on an indoor comp, and like that shouldn't be minimized. That it was Club 106,
especially nowadays.
The good thing about an indoor one is that it's fairly repeatable.
Yes, which was the problem
in terms of course quality.
The repetition was that nobody made it past gate 3 until like three
guys
people
did.
Wasn't there another one that was like that outdoors, or was that Crawl Masters?
I mean,
there was one where you also didn't make it very far.
That wasn't me. You're thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, that's true. No, not Josh.
I can't think of anything that happened other than Crawl Masters.
Okay, maybe it was just Crawl Masters then. But I didn't realize.
What events?
0. I have no events that I know of.
Yeah,
because you guys don't lock down the calendar.
Oh yes, pretty aggressively, as I might add. We're only really supposed to go anywhere right now for groceries, food, medicine, and that's it. No non-essential travel is pretty frowned upon. So there's no shopping indoors anywhere. It's all curbside pickup. If you are outside, it is recommended you wear a mask. The border is still closed. People are flying places, but I am a firm believer in not doing that. So, it is what it is. We'll get through this eventually, and
yep.
King of the Hammers is next week.
Yes, very excited.
I'll be watching that. That's for sure.
Yep.
I'll be there. I got my COVID stuff, so
that's good.
To get in, the tickets you have to be COVID negative.
Yep. You have to bring a test showing you're negative.
Yep.
Or they will test on site otherwise.
Very cool.
It's $30 for a test on site. It takes 10 minutes to get it done. Can you imagine the line down that dirt road and down the street it's going to take to test
Yeah.
all those people.
Probably.
Just what the line getting in normally anyway is.
Right.
You'll be in line and you'll get it from someone else.
Yeah.
And then at the front of the line, they're like, sorry.
So,
right.
Not making light of it. It is not.
yeah.
It's a serious situation. So, yeah, stay safe out there, John. I know that's a long travel. It's probably a lot safer than taking a plane. So,
Well, yeah.
good
And
luck
it's-
on your travels for sure.
It's a big thing in the desert, so you can do pretty well at staying away as much as you want.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking forward to the coverage though. They do a really excellent job of covering that
It's
event, and it's
so good.
like you said in the news, it does get better every year, which is really amazing.
It
And I
is.
heard they
It's-
stepped that up. So
Yeah,
this year.
That's amazing if they did. It's hard to believe that they could. And so, I mean, the only way that I feel like they could is more helicopters. Like
get more helicopters.
Like how
It's like a trophy
that's-
truck race.
Actually, you know what they could use is more on board. That would be fun.
yeah,
It's hard to
that-
do when there's no service.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's the big thing with the helicopters is they're pinging to repeaters that they have everywhere,
Wow.
which would be the
Yeah.
same thing they'd have to do if they're trying to do onboard
On
stuff.
board. It would be neat if they could get some of that. Just saying.
The suck thing is King of the Hammers is 45 minutes to 50 minutes from me, and for me not to go there at least for a couple of days and see that would be, it's not like
Yeah.
that far.
Now-
I could park at Soggy Dry Lake Bed the lake before and unload my Jeep and head that way too. So
Come in the back door.
come in the back way, yeah.
Right. The event, like go to the event for a couple of days, have fun, but go home for the big race to watch the good
Yes.
coverage.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Is
the
that
That's
Otherwise-
exactly what I'm doing.
Otherwise, you're
So-
standing in front of a giant board watching it.
which is still fun and all, but not
Totally,
near-
but not
Yeah.
nearly the same experience.
exactly. I had
Well,
fun going as well, but man,
Yeah, that was one
I-
thing I never did, but I will do at some point.
if I would like to,
The cool thing is if you have something like a Jeep or something with 4-wheel drive, you can get to those back sections that nobody can
Right.
get to. So you can
Right.
see them come by. You can see the action, live, which is way better. You can't get to the closer places like Backdoor. Chocolate Thunder, you can a little bit, but some of the farther ones that not a lot of people go to, it's really cool to be right there watching them bounce through the rocks and stuff.
yeah, like
Let's-
you can get
let's
to
be
the
clear.
base
Let's
of
be
Fisher
clear on that.
Mountain.
Let's be clear on that, though, Schultz. You or I could go there. Josh would have trouble with his on-road Gladiator.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very
speaking about bumpers, he'd be stuck.
He wouldn't want to get his 22-inch wheels dirty.
20s.
Are there 20s on that?
Not
thing?
yet.
No, he's putting 20s on it. He's ruining it. See, that's what I said.
No, don't be that guy.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's too late. He's going to be that guy.
Is it gonna be 30s on 40-inch tires?
You mean 20s
No.
on 40s? No.
20s on 40s?
No, it will not be.
37s?
No.
31s?
Well, it's come stock with 34. So
There are 34s stock on the
Yeah.
Overland
it's like
edition.
34.1. The metric conversion.
You should
Ooh.
check your math.
So-
I think they're 33s at best.
Oh, it depends on how
There's
you
no
do
way
it. But
they're
yes,
34s.
that's what the metric.
My ex.
It
My
depends
actually
on
is
how you
35.
do it.
Did you get your pay-per-view
Sheesh.
ticket for Josh or ticket Josh for KO pay-per-view?
I do not want Josh pay-per-view.
No.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was a
No
paper. Is there an option for better coverage of KOH? Because I will pay for it if there's availability. I don't even know. Somebody, I need to know this.
If would somebody, send us a link if that's a
yeah,
thing.
no.
And real quick here, Kevin Zamora said Matt likes to build scale pointless vehicles. Well, Josh makes pointless 1-to-1 vehicles.
So that's the thing is like I do like to go off road, but if I go off road, I really enjoy going in like vehicles that are very well put together for it. Arguably, John's Jeep would do. pretty well.
Very well put together for it.
At the
yeah.
same point, Matt, like I'm very capable, but it's still like he's gonna be like, I've seen him like going down that little dirt thing at Roush and be like, he's like, trust me, it's way more in person than this picture. Like,
to be fair, that was the first time in a brand new, fully loaded top of the line
Exactly.
Wrangler. Okay, I'm a little less careful with it now.
So you got
I
the
put a
mall. You
lot
got
of
the
scratch
mall
in that.
edition.
Josh has the mall edition.
Uh-huh.
Let's be fair.
I'm not going where Josh is. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Are you getting the 20s with the spinners, or are you getting them without the spinners? Is it the 64 edition?
John's mind's going. He's flashing back to 2002, and that's just.
I can't wait to see what you do. I mean, I'll be polite to your face.
Uh-huh. No, you won't.
Now, are they off-road?
Yeah,
rims?
you're right. I
Are they like methods or something like that? Are they like
No, I'm gonna go straight
Pet
Hostels.
Boys shiny ones?
Yeah, Hostels. Just big deep offset flat face, super blingy.
Really wide offset.
Yeah.
Josh, next time I come up to your neck of the woods, I'm not staying with you.
I wouldn't either.
Last time I got attacked by a cat.
Yes, and she's bigger now.
That cat is pretty rad, though.
Yes, she's doing quite well. Oh,
You know how hard it was not to leave her house and not take that circle cutter?
Oh, man. I wish you had. John. This is great. Checkered Past just said Schultz could outcrawl you both on just the rims. Agreed. Totally agreed. Oni said Josh is going to go thick white wall.
I'm gonna Dayton, 120 spoke Daytons. I'm gonna get my lead.
Moose Josh said Donk Gladiator in the future for Josh.
Yes, Tony said Brodozer wheels.
If you've ordered your rock lights yet.
RGB rock lights.
Hey, I got rock lights, but I use them in the
you need them. Yeah.
Schultz needs them to get out of the trail after he breaks everything and has to get back in the dark.
Whoa. I broke once. Knock on wood. And it was the hardest trail ever. And
So
we got lost coming out.
Let's go back to element history here for a minute. I know.
Yes, the rich long history.
What I want to know. Yeah,
both years.
Rich story. If you can remember that far back, John. What came first? Was it you to AE, or was it Element that came first? Were you kind of instrumental in the kind of the beginning of this company or this offshoot?
I was there at the very beginning. I was there when Brad Geck and Aaron Lane, we all started developing it together. So I was there from the very, very, very first part of the Element brand. So from the very first truck, which I have somewhere around here, I've been involved from day one. So testing, development, all that stuff. So which has been a lot of fun. I think I have more fun working with Aaron and stuff, designing and developing than anything really. So it's been a lot of fun.
Is that your title? Are you like a product developer?
No, I'm brand specialist. So basically, I am kind of like the guy that anybody has an associated issue or questions, ask me. I can help you out, get you pointed in the right direction. Now, I do race. I'm not really heavy on the race side right now. My focus is really kind of more on really element is my main focus, as well as the DR10, the drag race stuff, and then of course everything else we have. So I have a little bit of everything and play with a little bit of everything as it goes. So.
Yeah, that's it's a fun segment to be a part of, as far as that being able to go into either of the two things, being that there is, the smallest amount of crossover with the scale realism being pushed in no prep, at least to some point, not fully, but at least it's a thought.
You still have those guys that are like Tyler. Is that the deal? He's really in the scale. He runs his cars. They have full interior. They have parachutes. They have engines. He's all about the scaleness. And there's quite a few people out there, and I think that's why it kind of brings a lot of those crawler people over into the drag racing, because they can make it look cool. They can dollhouse it up. In the 13.5 car, we push people to put exhaust and lights, and it's mandatory to have at least one scale item in 13.5 class.
Right. Are you guys running no wheelie bar 13.5, or are you running wheelie bar still?
No wheelie bar 13.5. Nice.
I think that's a cool little.
Yeah, I like that change or that modification to the rules. It makes it more fun.
Mm-hmm.
If you
and
if you only get one choice of the element crawlers right now, which one are you driving?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think it's an easy answer.
It's an easy answer. What do you think? No.
Gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper.
Yeah,
oh, really?
I guess Gatekeeper.
Yeah.
It does make sense. It is more high clearance. It's
not a rear leaf sprung IFS front hard body element. That's not that's not a good idea.
I had a TF2 once.
This is not a TF2.
No, RC Pro Drive is the only people that make a leaf sprung truck, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Well, no.
Because somebody converted an element to leaf springs.
I can't see you because I blocked you, remember? Over here. Well, okay. Question for you. What kit is that?
I made it myself out of a bunch of spare parts I had. And it doesn't work all that well, but leaf springs never do. So,
well, it's a leaf spring truck. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. But I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out, and it's awesome to have IFS up front too. So it's kind of the worst of all worlds. But I'm pleased with it. I think it's a good looking truck. I also I went one step further. Thank you. I also went one step further and removed the entire transmission and put in a GCM transmission. So scaled driveline, which works with the interior on this body, because it's nice to have a full interior on a element as well. So yeah, totally ruined.
Right, sufficiently ruined, but beautifully.
Sufficiently ruined in all the best ways. Yeah, thank you.
But it's correct. It's a correct Toyota leaf spring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So yeah, for that reason, we'll give.
If it was up to Brad, we would already have a leaf spring truck. Brad is like you, Matt. He's full house.
Yeah.
So, yes, that I am very aware of that.
Gene's suggestion here is that the
Brad.
body should be named after other elements: earth, wind, fire, water. But saying in here, when is the trail jogger releasing? I think you just take the trail walker and you put trailing arms on it. You leave 155s on it, just still Still small,
the
underperforming trailing arms.
I want to know when the Trail Walker Texas Ranger version is coming out.
Wait, hang on. Trail Walker Texas Ranger.
Trail Ranger.
Trail Ranger.
That's also pretty good. You could get away with that. I don't think
that was also my idea.
Yeah. I think Brad's probably watching. He's just like,
let's see. Okay, you had the Sendero, the Trail Walker, the Trail Runner, the Gatekeeper. Technically, it's arguable. The HD is the fifth element.
Oh, I like that.
ooh,
Why didn't you tell us that like a couple months ago? We put it in the box.
Bob
The
Bainey
fifth
says
element.
the fifth element. Because he's talking about what the other ones would be. But I'm like, technically, the Sendero HD, kind of fifth. Multipass.
Multipass.
Yeah. Multipass.
You call it the Lilu Dallas. Multipass.
Now, when that show comes on, I have to watch it. I don't know why.
Totally.
But I do.
Yeah, every time. Help, please, help. Please.
I need to see that again.
Chicken.
Thank you, Lone Star RC guy. Appreciate the support.
That was a great impression of that.
Thank you. There were some other really great scenes in that movie, but Lilu Dallas Multipass is like
Multipass.
great movie.
Yes, must watch.
When is Josh gonna make your hair like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
Chris Tucker? Right?
Yeah. Come on, my man. Come on, my man.
I have that outfit with the staff.
Oh, I thought you meant the strips.
No.
Just the white strips. So
He has it. When I showed up, he was wearing it. I said, "Take it off."
yeah. No, leave it on.
Put something else on as well. No.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Sorry.
Put something on top of that. Lone Star RC guy, thanks for the $4.99. Great stream again. You guys always make my week. You guys, everyone out there is watching. You always make our week.
Yes.
Honestly, today was not a great day for me, so this really was great. So thank you.
This week has been a tough week.
Somehow, and it's only Wednesday.
Yeah.
Not sure how that happened yet, but
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you some of my messages I got on my Facebook account.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even got to that part of it. Like,
No. Yeah, I haven't even looked at Facebook today. Here's a question from Perry G, and this is sort of important. I'm pretty sure that we already talked about this the last time you were on, John, but you have seen flying cars.
No, I have not. And I was very, very scared because Josh said when I got to his house, he was going to force me to watch it.
I'm a little shocked.
And I didn't bring it up.
I'm a little shocked that at Team Associated, they don't make
exact
you watch
orientation.
it, seeing as they had, welcome to Team Associated. Now that you've started here on your journey to the RC of excellence, you have to watch this film.
I quit. No.
What did you learn from watching Flying Cars, John?
I'm not going to keep wearing this title.
These dress shoes are inappropriate
You know what?
for the desert.
I'm telling you, that should be an associated shirt. It's just the thin tie. It's like the tuxedo T-shirt, thin tie.
Hang on, write that down.
Yeah, write that one down. You know what? I'm going to contact our producer friend and see if he'd be all right if I did a Flying Cars T-shirt. Because
let me know. I would wear it, but I'm never watching it. Just let you know.
do you still have your Rodney said it was okay shirt?
Yes, I do. I have my Rodney said it was okay shirt. I have my Harley resigned shirt. I have my Scale Builders guy shirt. What else shirts did I get from you? And my fanny pack.
Right.
The best thing is, like, I remember doing the Ultra, and both years every time I ran around, because you were announcing, you'd say, "Here comes Matt from the Scaled Bombers Guild."
Yeah.
Those were some nice words that we were coming up with for you.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of other
God.
horrible
The
ones like
Those were good. Those
Flying
were good
Cars
times.
2, the
Those were good
Trail
times.
Flyer.
Trail Flyer. That's where you just send it. You just Sendero
Is
it.
there
Sendero.
Brian Sherwood would like to know, John, is there a reason that AE no longer produces a 4x4 short course?
Because nobody runs four-wheel drive
Is
short
that
course
just
right
not a
now.
thing anymore? I don't know if
Not a
there
thing.
was a thing.
You show up to the racetrack and you very rarely ever see two-wheel drive short course, let alone
Really?
four-wheel
Two-wheel
drive
drive short course has died out?
It's like, yeah, because racers, they kind of look down on short course guys, like they're bashers.
Real interesting.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like
Just a
we
different body.
look down on people from Canada.
Or people who drive 2.2s. Things like that. No.
Right.
Or in Josh's case, also 155.
Yeah, exactly. Me, 155s. I like 2.2s. People who drive 155s.
Yeah, but you run 2.2s on 1.9 wheels.
Yeah,
or tires.
yes. That's very tough to do
Well, yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Yeah,
really
a
stretch.
lot of guys are taking the 155 tires and stretching on 1.9. That just seems like a lot of work.
God.
He's like he's trying to fit that bead into
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Yeah.
Ah.
Ah.
All right, well, John, for the next time we have you on, you have to have watched Flying Cars.
we-
It's mandatory.
We need to remember the rules
not
we've
gonna
made,
happen.
Matt. We always tell people, like, next time you're on, you have to watch it beforehand. That's the only rule.
Got to watch the movie.
And then we always forget.
I'm putting it on tonight because I need to catch up
How many
on it.
times have both you guys watched Flying Car?
Once.
I've seen it
seen
3
it once.
times.
I need to see it again.
3 times?
Yeah.
Because you're trying to understand it?
Yeah, he's trying to get meta with it.
Yeah, I am. I'm going very deep into this one.
Are you writing a book?
Well, I'm just trying to see if
Fan
the
fiction.
RC8 really is the best choice for long distance jumps.
That's why you're wearing the hat. So
I've
you're
got one in
supporting
my
your
cart.
team.
I've got one in my cart, and I'm just like, is this like a jump thing that I want
Right.
to do? Like, do I want to try to get this record? Is this part of
your guys' next challenge should be the longest jump.
Right. Over top of, we got to jump a house. It's
Yeah, that's right. It's recreate Flying Cars. the
it's not
movie.
my problem that Matt
But-
has a 3-story downtown Toronto house.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, your house is 3 stories. Is that including the basement?
No,
So you're 4 stories.
correct.
And which story is the bathroom on?
There's one on every. There's one on 3 of the 4.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
3 bathrooms.
That's
Yeah.
handy.
I get the downstairs basement bathroom. That's mine. There's
There's
a
a
powder room on the main floor. Yeah, we have basements here in Canada.
Right.
Then there's the powder room on the main floor, and then our master bath is ensuite on the 2nd floor, and then there's nothing on the 3rd floor.
If
we
there's
have-
nothing on the 3rd floor, then why don't you put all your stuff that you're wanting to store
There's no
out of
bathroom.
your way on the bottom
No,
floor?
that's what
up
I'm doing
top?
now. I'm doing that now.
Oh.
My wife allowed me to have some space up there, so I have a couple of bins now filled with stuff.
What was your system for labeling bins?
Numbers.
Just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Weak.
Come on.
I was hoping we had
I
some
have
Dewey
totes.
Decimal level stuff.
I have totes with blue tape and written on the tote. This is what's in here. That's about.
Yeah.
Mine are similar,
Right.
but I use the label maker.
I'm not good enough for that. Most of my small bins are labeled with a label maker. My large bins are not, and those are sort of I will toss that in there for now and
Yeah.
deal with it later.
Yeah,
What is your guys' most useless tool that I know what yours is, Josh?
I
It's in
won't
your
count
hand.
this. I won't
Yeah,
count
he's already
this.
got it.
Okay, what's your most useless tool that's in your tool next to you right now?
Let's see.
Oh man, most useless.
Josh has got a lot.
I
has a
do
lot,
have a
right?
lot of tools in here.
Useless tool.
Useless. Man, that's going to be tough to.
Let's see.
Most useless tool. I mean, Josh is all the way in California, so he doesn't get
Man. Let's see. I'm
I don't keep a
narrowing
lot
it
of my
down.
useless tools here.
I'll beat you both because I had one given to me, and it's way cool, but it's way kind of useless, but it's way cool.
That's not tool. I feel like I've got it here. Everything else in here feels so.
Most of these things, I'm like, man, I could use that.
But do you?
Wow, that's the thing. Okay, I found something.
Okay, go for it, Matt.
It's not the finger blade, because I actually use the finger blade quite a bit.
A finger blade?
You've not seen the finger blade?
I might have.
So
it's like a number 11 X-Acto blade on a finger holster.
That could be dangerous for me because I would go like this, scratch my face, and
Ow, my face!
Poke myself in the eye. What I do? Ow! I just did it again.
My valuable face. No, I found this hole puncher. I have a hole puncher, and it's fairly useless. Although I use it every once in a while for styrene work.
So
what do you got there? Is that?
Oh, it's a rotary.
Is that
cutter.
a miniature?
Oh, that's a miniature leaf blower thing.
Miniature leaf blower plugged into USB.
That is,
and it works.
Extremely useless.
Does it have the power, like a butterfly fart? Like just hardly like. Just
Rourke Pontius goes, I must now have a mini blower.
That seems like that would have been something on an STL Sunday. Like so I have
the kid that gave this to me bought it at Cracker Barrel, and he says they're like $3.
Oh my god!
So yeah, it's way cool.
I have these little benders. I have two of them. They're almost identical. This one literally weighs 5 times as much as this one.
One's depleted uranium.
Yeah. Not sure. But they're not really useful. Like they don't bend that well. They're just not good.
But they're in your drawer.
Yeah, I know. But the other one is that I've got this little Craftsman ratcheting thing.
Those aren't really Craftsman. They're like Taiwan.
No, made in USA.
Like
that's the brand name.
No, the rubber thing around it. Yeah.
But it's like it doesn't have a very deep hex to it, so like almost any bit that you have that you can put into them, they just fall out all the time. Like it's you like if you have like just the wrong situation where you have no clearance to like a Phillips head screw though, and you get just like those tiny 1/4-inch Phillips bits and you put it in this, you can like get it into a tight spot though, and then actually but it's like that's the only, other than that, it's just not that useful. But
I can see you with your RC car in the middle of your living room, jacked up on little books, and you're underneath with that wrench doing this. You act like you're working on
it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of useless or not useful tools in here.
That's
sort of shocking, actually.
I do have.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked.
I do have a USB microscope.
For?
I mean, I've used it.
Well, we don't want to talk about it on
Right.
live.
It's actually freaking
Broadcast.
awesome. Thank you. But
What, the microscope or
the microscope? Thank you. Clint Green says that's a battery terminal wrench. Really? It's got a 1/4-inch drive on it.
For what?
Yeah,
battery?
that's a really tiny. Mine's like a 8 or 10 mil. Like,
for Power Wheels.
they say
battery,
terminal wrench is what.
Mine's a 14.
That's just what they're saying. It's a terminal wrench. Okay, I don't.
It's terminal. That means it's dead.
Yeah. So that's.
All right.
I guess I learned something.
Well, that was useful.
Side
useful information,
terminal
guys.
for GM batteries.
Okay.
I have a GM, but it's so good. Never.
Well, then this is the
never have to
most
change,
useless thing
so.
in my toolbox because I don't own a GM vehicle. So, yeah, and here's the other thing. You know where I got this?
Ford dealership.
Underneath the dishwasher in this house.
So it's fast A.
This was putting flooring down and pulled the dishwasher out and went, that's not mine. Where did that come from? So
whoever tried to fix the dishwasher.
and
last.
evidently they thought that it used a GM battery as well. So
That's probably why your dishwasher
Jeremy
didn't work.
Burris, thank you much. Sent you and Matt on Instagram a link for the pay-per-view KOH. It's $35. I am super into hearing about this.
Thank you. Yeah.
Is that $35 for the day or for
I
the
don't
whole
know,
week?
but I will look into it. Even if it's just for the big race and there's like something extra, like it's my, like I said, it's KOH is my Super Bowl. So I don't care about the Super Bowl, even if Kansas City's playing. Like KOH is that's all.
KOH is pretty
Every
rad,
year.
but you have to be there. Right? You have to, Matt. When you come out, you need to come out. I mean,
I'll do it.
Not just the day life, the nightlife is just insane. The things you see trying to climb up back door or Chocolate Thunder or
Right. If you get to
Liquid.
Oh man.
Courage.
If you get to, go there and then take a ride in somebody's buggy and or go up one of those obstacles in a vehicle or go get in a UTV and bomb across the desert at night. That's a whole nother experience.
Yeah. Well, see,
will do
Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, what's the other one? There's side-by-side companies there, and you can actually follow the guys and ride different side-by-sides. And last year, the Polaris turbos that we were in, we were doing 70 across the dry lake bed or the whooped out area and made a big loop. It was awesome. They give you a ride, and you're driving.
That's awesome.
So
that's super
it's
cool.
so cool to be there though. But just the nightlife itself is
I think
that's where the pay-per-view should
my
be on.
ultimate KOH experience would be being there for the full week in a well-equipped motorhome or camper with really good cell reception so I could watch the race live in the comfort of my motorhome and then go party at night with everybody.
Yeah, that sounds just about perfect. Josh, let's make that happen,
Done.
huh? Let's make that happen in a couple
You
years.
supply the motorhome, I will have the Wi-Fi.
We already have a friend, I think, who has a pretty good motorhome.
But I have been to KOH before and in the area several times, and I would not take anything that I owned that was very nice there.
Oh,
We take our motorhome, but we park like not even close.
Why
the dry
why
lake
is
It's
bed.
that?
such a
Why
fine,
is that? It's just
silty
so
sand,
filthy. Yeah.
and it just gets in and through everything. It's insane.
It's horrible.
Insane.
Yeah.
It's I just can't believe how the sand from those places gets into places.
Blech.
The dust is horrible. Me and Jonathan were going across the dry lake bed last year. I stopped when the dust finally cleared up. There was an RV not even 20 feet in front of me. If I would have kept
Whoa.
going, I would have just ran into it. It's that bad.
Yikes.
It does. Depending on the actual, depending on the year and the weather, if you have a wind or don't have a wind, it can be just an absolute miserable experience at times.
All right. We'll rent a very nice RV.
Yes, you rent an RV and you take plenty of warm clothes.
Pay for the extra cleaning.
It gets brutal cold.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, brutal cold for you guys.
Desert cold is a different type of cold.
Yeah, it's a dry cold.
It's a dry cold.
with a wind. Yeah. Okay, answer me this. Okay, I looked at my weather report. It said it was 34 degrees, but it felt like 20. So does that mean it's 20 degrees?
No, it just feels like it.
That's wind chill, which I believe is a Canadian invention.
Dang Canadians!
I know.
Then why isn't it metric?
Right.
If we can find a way to make it feel colder, we will.
Like, oh man. Yeah.
So every time I go outside and it's cold, I'm gonna go, dang you, Matt.
Yeah. Feel free to blame me. That's fine.
Yesterday it was 30 degrees when I left. I was like, nope, I'm warming the car up.
Yeah, wind chill is all about like the humidity in the air, and as it gets more moist, it makes it feel colder.
Interesting.
Moist.
Which direction should I go with this?
Yeah.
No direction. The show is over.
It's over. But absolutely, KOH plans. I'm just planning on all of the events ever right now, just because it's the only way I'm keeping myself sane. Like, yep, definitely going to that event. That's on my. I'm going. I'm all of the travel plans I'm making, even though I haven't gone anywhere.
Yep. Saving all my money. That year that we can do it.
Now, if you ever want to go to a great event, you need to come and go to Squirrel Fest with us. Matt.
My God, Matt, you need to come.
Yeah, I'll be down for that. I'll be down for all
now,
the events.
It is in Northern California now.
Excellent.
Oregon Squirrel Fest was another experience that was hard to top. But
that is true. That is true.
So,
yeah,
good stuff.
That is true.
I will be there. I will be there.
Should we wrap this thing up?
Let's wrap her up. John, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's an absolute pleasure. Oh my goodness gracious. Gadar Eric, Mexican dollars come MX. Is that what Mexican?
No,
pesos?
I think didn't we?
Oh, we talked about this before.
We did talk about that. I think
those are pesos. I think
we found out where they were
pesos.
from. They were
MX
it was somewhere
like,
cool.
Cyprus or something, right?
No, that doesn't sound right.
MX currency.
It's like Malaysian or something. I don't remember.
Well, Matt, I really miss hanging out with you.
Oh, me too, John.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Thank you for that 129. I think it is Mexican pesos because he said you should come to the Baja 1000.
Oh, yes.
That's an awesome event too. I've been there. Yeah. That's great also.
Is it worth, how is spectating though for it though? At least KOH, they come around like three times.
They go by.
You go by, but you just drive to the next section. But there's no boundaries. You can stand anywhere you want.
Yeah, I've seen.
So when I went down there with Rodney and Scott G, we went to checkpoint. I got up early. I watched them all leave. Then we got in the Rodney's rig and we went to checkpoint 1, watched them race by us on the beach. And they're right there.
For anyone who doesn't know, John used to be at Axial, and that would have been for the Yeti TT release that they went down to the Baja.
Which was a cool video.
Which I did hit a cop car with. We did dance to a mariachi band. Yeah. Rodney did come out of there bleeding because somebody ran into him with a TT truck. Wasn't me. That was a great event. That was a lot of fun. But
put that on the list too.
But going there and there's no boundaries. You could do whatever. I mean, it makes it so awesome.
It's like the 1970s and 80s rally racing where people would just be on the road. taking
Yeah.
On
pictures.
the outside of the turn. Yeah, on the outside of the turn. Right. Yeah. There's people laying down where the trucks jump over them. Seen it. There's people hanging off bridges. The tacos are the best tacos ever.
Yeah, don't doubt that. Perry G said the Baja is very courteous and spectator safe if you stay home and don't go.
You have to at least go once.
Yeah,
Experience the
I would like to
awesomeness.
go do that. The Jerry Burris did update us that the KOH is for a year of KOH subscription. So for whatever the extra,
wow,
means.
that's
I'm gonna look
good.
into that
That's
as soon
good
as it's
value.
over for sure.
Yeah.
So-
Rourke Ponce, thanks for the $10. Great broadcast tonight. I agree. This was a great one. Thank you very much, John, for joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure talking to you. I miss you in real life. I would like to see you soon. Hopefully we make that happen.
Yes.
Absolutely, guys.
Come.
Josh, I'd say
Absolutely.
thanks, but
Welcome.
I don't need to.
Obviously,
I'll
everybody
see
hit the
you-
like
I'll
button
see you
before
next
they leave.
Yeah, hit the like
We
button,
appreciate
please,
it.
if you haven't already. And
Dislike?
Yeah.
yeah, if there's a dislike button, hit that as well. Quack RC again. Miles Tipton, RC Dave charged up. CCXRC with the big $20 donation. Thank you. Barry Brandt, Lone Star RC guy, Get Our Eric, and Rourke Ponce.
Thanks to
everybody.
Official Black Turtle, Gene Master, Quack RC, Dale C, Twisted Trucker, Scott Oblander, and Jeremy Burris, Lone Star RC guy, Brian Sherwood. Again, thanks guys. We appreciate it. We will see you next Wednesday again. Professor Moose Jaw should be on next Wednesday. He had
Yes,
we've been out of
technical
out of
difficulties.
power in several areas of the Sacramento metropolitan, and he was affected by that. So
We'll have him on next week, and see you guys again Tuesday night for Lightroom Live, where I correct your telephone pictures.
yes, Friday I've got the live Ripper build. Sunday we'll be farting around on the bench. There you go.
And John Schultz, thanks again for joining us, buddy.
Yes.
It's been a
Check
pleasure.
out Schultz's
Absolutely.
Facebook lives for drag talk. Tells you what
Yes,
heels to wear,
he does.
all those type of things.
He's also
So,
he's also quite prolific on Instagram, I believe,
Yes.
as well.
so
Yeah. John Schultz RC on Instagram.
There
I
you
usually go live every Tuesday on Facebook for Drag Race Talk. And right now I'm doing a Gatekeeper build on Thursday night at 3 o'clock on my Facebook page also.
There you go.
So
check them out.
All
We
right.
appreciate you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for
Take
watching.
care. Have a
thank
great-
you guys. I really
See you
appreciate
next
it.
time.
Thank you, John.